Hello everyone, this is Akuchi back with some more Dominion. My webcam is acting up, so if I freeze, I apologize. When I sense it, I'll try to rejigger it to start up again. Alrighty, I'm playing another league match against Spiraler. I feel like I've played Spiraler before. Maybe in a tournament? I don't recall. Alright, game one. We've got Bridge. We also have Horn of Plenty. Looks like the only draw is Scholar, which obviously plays a lot better with Bridge. So we have both Walled Village and Specialist, so we should have enough actions. Throne Room, like Specialist, normally isn't so good with draw to X. I mean, it's like decent, but you don't want to use it on your draw card. But with Scholar, or excuse me, with Specialist, you can at least gain another copy of Scholar if you happen to play Specialist into Scholar, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so how do we start? We want to buy an altar. Um, we want bridges eventually, of course. We probably want to open with a bridge, although, yeah, because the plus buy is useful because of border guard. So let's go ahead and open bridge. Now here, I'm not sure, right? We could get Astrolabe, we could get silver, we could get border guard. If you want the best chance to hit 6, it might be Astrolabe, hoping for a turn 3 Astrolabe into hitting 6 on turn 4. But I don't like Astrolabe as kind of like a long-term addition to the deck. It's also a question of whether we should play with a Sculptor. It's pretty decent. It's obviously good with cost reduction, and before cost reduction, we can use it to gain Astrolabes. So if we hit 5, which we're pretty much guaranteed to do with Border Guard Bridge, then we can at least get a Sculptor, and that should help us spike into Altar, is my thinking. So yeah, I want to skip Silver. And I will get a Walled Village as well. So we have Defiled Shrine. Sculptor can also gain Horn of Plenty with 1 cost reduction, like, non-terminally. And while we're not going for a Horn Megaturn, of course, having 1 Horn is not bad. But mostly Sculptor can just gain our engine pieces. Our opponent doesn't hit 5, or just chooses to get a bridge instead. Defiled Shrine probably doesn't matter, since the bridge Megaturn is our goal. Specialist is an option. It's just a little greedy. I don't know. We have 3 actions in the deck. It doesn't help us hit 6, which is my real concern. I think I want a Sculptor. I want to hit 6. Specialist doesn't help me hit 6. Well, I mean, if you played it on bridge, it does, but... So our opponent gets Altar first. Alright, they take Defiled Shrine points. It's fine. Walled Village, I think. I don't care about second bridge for a while. Now, this is bad. Clearly bad, so... We get the Astrolabe, so we can hit 6 at least next turn, but it's definitely bad. Alright, cycle through as much as we can. Now we want a Specialist. if we can get one. So I like having a villager. But here we probably get... Well, we could trigger a shuffle, right? We could gain, like, a walled village or a border guard. If we get a bridge, we could buy a specialist, which is pretty good. I just feel like cycling to the altar is more important than anything else. Which I think means we get border guard. We do want a scholar as well. Let's go ahead and get scholar. Alright, either way, we're going to buy a border guard. I don't think having that astrolabe in duration... Well... I mean, it's decent. Let's grab it. It'd be really nice to see a sculptor here. Be better if we had more actions, but... I'm not going to get a second altar because we can just use specialist to play it twice. This is going to be a slow build. I mean, it's already a slow build. That's what happens when altars you're only trashing, and when scholars you're only draw. We are probably going to run out on piles, which means the Defiled Shrine is kind of relevant. Our opponent is going to be, like, encouraged to... That's pretty cool. I just want to alter twice, I'm pretty sure. Lowering makes me nervous. Is it worthwhile to get a curse? I don't know. I'm starting to doubt my ability to get deck control. But our opponent has so much more VP from Defiled Shrine. I think I'm just not going to even lower. So if we get the curse, then we're just like one province away. Which is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous. I definitely want my scholar. Let's go ahead and get another walled village, I suppose. Okay. Alrighty. Um, I might want to specialist the walled village. Let's find out. Hmm. Yeah, it's probably the play. I'm not sure if I want to trigger this shuffle. I think not. I think we've played all the cards we really want to play. So, at this point, I think I want another bridge. I could get a border guard, but I don't want to push piles. I mean, border guard's going to empty anyway. I suppose I should get it for specialist targets. I don't know, I'm on, like, on the fence here. Well, this doesn't look ideal. I think top decking is going to be pretty good. Alright. I think I'll cash in my villager here. I'm going to double play bridge, because then I can just buy everything I want. Yep. I do need that scholar, I think, because it's my last one. At least I'm pretty sure it is. This time I think I want to gain a copy, because everything I want is pretty cheap now. There's gonna be a scholar down there. Oh yeah, we need the altar, huh? I might be out of specialists. Don't have the actions. Dang. I really want that altar. I probably shouldn't have grabbed this scholar. In retrospect, that was a mistake. So I don't get to curse here. Can we win this turn? Oh no. We can tie. Hmm. Okay, so do we take the tie? Probably not. Dang, if only I'd kept the altar instead of the scholar, we would have had a win here. Probably. Alright, here's my thinking. I don't really want this Horn of Plenty, so I think I'll just grab a province. And then not lower any piles meaningfully. I mean, how can I do that? Just get like one specialist? Frustrating. There were ways I could have won this turn. Alright. I guess I could just take provinces as well. That is an interesting idea. Sure. This probably leads to a win. Hopefully. Hmm. Alright, I'll take it. Game 2. Siren. Frigate. Siren isn't quite as powerful because Charlatan's in the kingdom. And because Frigate's in the kingdom. So if there's no way to cheat it, we probably skip it. Um, what is the liaison? Student. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a really good trasher then. And then maybe we do end up getting... Ooh, Coin of the Realm is kind of interesting. Right? No, no, it's not. I think Student is a no-brainer. It'll help us trash. I don't see any way to cheat Siren. Um, I'm not seeing much to do here on this. I think getting silver is probably good, because if we can get Charlatan, that's definitely powerful. I don't love having a silver in the deck, but it might be a necessary evil. I can rotate the wizard pile. I don't care about that. Then I can peaceful cult immediately? Hey, that's cool. Hmm. So we should hit 5 next turn then, because we'll have trashed all of our estates. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, student will get um, favors for trashing curse in this game. Yeah, that's cool. I still think it's worth playing with Charlatan. Slow the opponent down as much as we can. Way of the Frog while playing with student is amusing. Conjurer. Doesn't seem great to me. But I can't afford it, so... Should we frog the student? I know I joked about it. I know I joked about it. Let's do it. What do I buy for 3 coins? Ghost Town's pretty bad against Frigate. Might be correct. Just a pair of Ghost Towns. Like, how are we even drawing? Like, what are we doing in this game? We need to get thin. I'm not sure we're doing anything in this game. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna trash. This is weird. Because there's no draw. Except Siren. Um, sure, let's do that. Whatever. We have our coins. Oh, our opponent got a conjure. Duh. Throne's pretty good, I guess. It's pretty good. So where's the plus buy in this kingdom? Rice. Okay. Price is pretty good if we play student. Our opponent's thin now. Hmm. We're kind of just I don't know. I'm very confused about where we go from here. Um. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. I'm quite befuddled. It sure would be good to get a conjurer. Um, I've got a problem here, right? What did our opponent get? A rice. Yeah. Here's my thinking. I think I need to get a rice. But I would like to play student next turn to rotate to conjure. Maybe I trash the silver. Maybe I just trash the silver. Seems fine, I guess. I guess I could have. There are a few things I could have done. None of them appeal to me. Oh, I get a reserve type into play. That's cool. What are we doing this game? Seriously, what are we doing? I still don't know what I'm doing. I would like the Frigate supporters to tell me again how Frigate makes games better. I mean, not that it would be great without Frigate. I mean, we'd have to play with, I guess, Siren. I mean, whatever. Alright. Rotate. Trash. Do that thing. Do I want multiple conjurers? I mean, not really. Our opponent has gotten a frigate. They're likely to play it. I don't know. I don't know. Is that good? Do you want a larger hand size? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I guess it's good for orchard. Yeah, you get your orchard points. There you go. That's handy. And like, yeah, you're building something, but there's no draw, you know? Wait. Oh, okay. That was weird. Does this count as playing it? I guess so, right? Hey, cool. Um, Rice gave me +7. Well, that does seem better than platinum, doesn't it? It's not always going to be better than platinum, but it does give plus by. Well, we didn't find either of our rices here. That's bad news. I'm genuinely baffled as to what we should be doing on this board. Let's gain a ghost town. I don't think they're gonna play their frigate every turn, so that's something. In fact, they're not contesting on curses, so we can also just get a siren. Um, oh, the throne room stays out. That's not ideal. We need to get to our frigate, by the way. It's pretty important. No frigate in play. That's cool. Yeah, we can call the coin. Alright, what to get? Um, Probably a ghost town. We can buy a ghost town. But we don't, like, need a throne room, you know? They're almost certainly going to play frigate next turn. Hmm. Afterwards. Okay, so we can throne. I think that helps. Alright. I think it's nice to play with a pair of ghost towns. We're going to have a pretty fat hand size. If they don't play frigate, we're in really good shape. Um, what to do, what to do. We get to draw all but one card. That's pretty cool. I sure hope we draw frigate. Seems critically important. Our opponent's deck is fat. Very fat. We have 3 throne rooms. Wow. Three throne rooms. What a weird kingdom. And they need to discard. No frigate played. And we get to play frigate. Um, so what's missing? One of our rices? Thought we'd draw one more card. No, the Conjurer returned to hand. Um, I don't know. I guess we could get us just like get a Siren as well. I mean, I don't mind stranding some of these throne rooms. Yeah, let's strand some throne rooms. Alright, we'll get a siren, trashing throne room. And a throne room, why not? Piles are getting kinda low. I probably should have got another frigate. Yeah. I almost certainly should have gotten another frigate. That was foolish. And I really hope that we draw into a siren. It's not likely, though. We can look to empty on piles, throne rooms, and ghost towns. We can get orchard points from frigate and siren. And charlatan, potentially. We did not get there. Alright. Bit of an issue. Gordon has a lot of favors now. Yep. Don't trash the silver. Frigate played. I don't really care about this conjure, I don't think. Unless I can win off of it. Which I think I'm one short of being able to do. So the only question is, am I going to get enough money from this rice? We might need to play Queen of the Realm. Alright, so let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, we can't get to 8? One, two, three, four, 5. 6, 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's enough. That's enough to play this rice and buy a province, I guess. Tunnels. Okay. Siren, Ghost Town. No frigate in play. I don't think there's any value in playing this throne room. Then we can call a coin of the realm for some extra. This. Yeah, we can just empty. Alright, that's game 2. On to game 3. Ooh, we've got a footpad kingdom. Does that matter? Wealthy village? Not really. Not really. Okay, that's a pretty low impact footpad, huh? And now the next question is, do we play for fountain points? I think the answer is yes. Because we have archive. And we don't have good trashing. Do we have any trashing? Not unless we get it from loot. So, now this is interesting. Wealthy Village wants you to have a silver. Do I want to even get a silver? Because I could play with Bauble instead. Faithful Hound Bauble and hope for the best. City-State doesn't help us hit 5. I think we do want to play with a silver. Just the one. Wow. I don't really want another hound. I think I'll get a Bauble. And then here, we can get anything we want, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be an archive. Did our opponent get... No, I was going to say, did they get unlucky? They did not. So we're pretty mirrored. Now hopefully I find the silver here. Then I can top deck an archive. Or I could get a wealthy village. With loot. Well, there's a chance. Doesn't happen. Okay. Okay. I think I want a faithful hound. I don't even think city-state is any good. Maybe with, like, a footpad or something. I guess maybe with archive. Might as well get the favor if we're not going to be spending it on anything else. This is pretty crappy. We could go for coin buy and just get, like, Bauble Faithful Hound. I think I'd rather top deck a Faithful Hound. Or should we top deck a Bauble? I guess we have the silver down there. We ought to top deck a Bauble. Then we'll get a loot. But really, we want a lot of archives. A lot of archives. But loot will breed more loot. And hey, maybe we'll get a prize goat. That'd be cool. We are very... Sexton is incredible. Possibly the very best loot you can get in this kingdom. I'll have to think about it. I think Figurehead and Prize Goat are also amazing. I don't think I want to do that. The city-state thing. Staff is fine, whatever. I could get another Faithful Hound. I think that's probably worth it. Ooh. Do we archive? Do we city-state this here? Or actually, I got a different plan. An evil plan. I get an acting troop, then I can get some more terminal draw and not feel so bad about that. Oh, this is atrocious. I've got some regret. Got some big regret. Our opponent's just like, oh my god. I think we've lost this game. Which is really sad. Oh. Wow. I don't want a Faithful Hound top decked now. Sexton is so good. It's just so incredibly good. Our opponents are like getting all the freaking loot from Wealthy Village, which I think naively I wouldn't expect to be that good, but in practice, seems pretty darn good. Now, it's still possible for us to win, but it is unlikely. They got Chalice in play this turn. Oh, and they got Prize Goat. Jeez. I don't care about Insignia. Jeez, they are just going all in for that. Um, so I have 7 coins if I pick up the bauble. That's pretty good. I have more than 7 coins. I don't know why I thought. Doesn't really matter though, because I can't get up to 9. I really need some more draw. Wealthy Village will trigger a shuffle, which I think is good. I think I have a bauble down there, but maybe not. I don't really know what I have down there. I don't think I have a bauble down there. Whatever. Is it, like, fine to trigger this shuffle? I think this is a bad shuffle to trigger. But we can't even add 2 draw cards. Like, we just need these draw cards. Let's play this archive. It's not over. It's not over. Oh, our opponent got a doubloon, so it's just bad. Oh, that's annoying. Dang. Now we're one coin away. That's really annoying. I like being able to top deck things, so. It's an annoying attack. Let's get the Faithful Hound. We got... I think I want to city-state it. No, I don't want to trigger that shuffle. Wow, that's atrocious. Okay, going for provinces. It's probably correct. Um, shoot. I don't see a sword in my hand yet. But our opponent only has 5 cards in their hand. We don't have any action plus actions in hand. Let's go puzzle box. This is so annoying. What are the odds? Let's do this in the right order. Yeah, we can get these coppers pretty much whenever. Mostly. I actually don't have much plus buy, and I've seen pretty much all of it here. I have a carnival. Many villages. Of course they reveal 4 uniques. Yeah, I can't beat 6 provinces, so we probably just don't play around that. That's greedy. Okay, no acting troops. No top deck draw. Just a faithful hound. Weird. Okay. I really want villages, but I kind of need the carnival. Okay. Um, so we're definitely getting a province. I don't think we can really get much else. Yeah, probably good to hold on to our coffers. I should have gotten a copper there. That was foolish, but I mean, I have a lot of good stuff coming here. Kind of, sort of. They could have had a dud. It would have been nice if they had a dud. Wasn't to be. One point away. See what they do. I only have one draw card coming here. Oh, they don't have the fountain points. Yo. So you're saying there's a chance? What do I need? I get 21. All I need is Province Copper to win? So I've won? Hmm. Weird. Our opponent definitely could have won that. Should have won that. They just didn't get their fountain points. Alright, looks like we need a new table. I wonder if our opponent just forgot that fountain existed. I feel like they had spare buys I didn't buy copper with. This kingdom has no trashing that I can see. No, it's got plan. Alright, alright. Plan, in fact, on an experiment, which is really strong in general. We don't get to open plan experiment, which sets us a little behind. We probably want to open with armory. Normally an armory hater, but it's pretty good in this kingdom. Who knows, maybe our opponent won't open plan experiment. We can hope. Militia is a pretty nasty attack against the plan. It's not that nasty. Alright, so our game plan is we get thin, we play militia each turn. We want to be gaining experiments, so that's armory's pretty efficient way to do that. We can ghost town to play multiple terminal actions. Maybe we reveal bustling village. That's all I got. Plus buy. Plus buy. We're missing plus buy. Well, that's really unfortunate. Bottom decked our freaking armory. What else can we do? Battlefield. Oh. Whoops. Hmm. Hmm? Alright, so if instead we gain another armory and buy experiment, that seems better. Then we'll have to get a ghost town. Do we trigger this shuffle? I don't think I want to trigger this shuffle. Well, this is obnoxious. Hmm. Alrighty. We're gonna get two experiments. Two sets of experiments, I guess. Right? We want to, like, win that split. Hmm. But we also need a ghost town. So we might just be treading in place a little bit here. But it is nice to, like, have this... How important is it? Hmm. Seems pretty important, right? Because we can increase draw with Witch's Hut, but that's pretty much it. So... Um, I think I don't mind trashing down to 3 copper, because we can still gain, like, mill and stuff. I mean, we could even trash down further. Let's not do that for now. It would be nice to get another ghost town, then we can gain and play a militia. Very handy. Interesting. Ah, we need the ghost town. Okay. So at this point, I mean, a third armory would be valuable. So let's do it. And fine, I'll trash one. You know what's also important? Getting all the ghost towns. Or as many as we can. you know? I can't really monopolize more than 6 experiments. That's like extremely optimistic. I'm not even sure if I'll get there. We have everything we need in hand. So this is really good. We could trash now. I will trash once. I don't know why I decided once, but here we are. So now I got 3 armories. We can gain a bunch of stuff. We'll gain all the ghost towns we can. If our opponent leaves 2 ghost towns, we gain them both. Piles are gonna be low. Maybe we can maneuver to a pile out win. It's like battlefield points are important. What is our opponent doing there? Oh, they do have... No, they can't play a 3rd armory. Why did they get a 3rd armory? Wait, they can play a 3rd armory? I guess I can. What a weird world. Hmm. Okay. So... Is it good to empty? Is it safe? How safe is it to get 2 mills and 2 ghost towns? Our opponent has 4 gains next turn, so if we leave an experiment or 2, they can definitely empty mills and experiments. So it's not safe. Can we buy... Is there any way we could buy a province? Hmm. Hmm. So we could gain... I mean, I think we want to gain 2 mills. I think there's no doubt about that. Because that will put us at 9 VP, tied with our opponent. Um, I don't think there's any way. This is wacky. Ah. So if we lower Mills by 2, our opponent has 4 gains. I think we can't touch Ghost Town. Which means, what do we buy? Or gain, you know? I think the answer is we get a Fisherman here. We can't even leave 4 things left. Yeah, so we leave 5. This is weird. This is weird. Do we get rid of the copper? Yeah, I think I get rid of the copper. Our opponent needs to play experiments. We probably could have been a little more aggressive. We probably could have been a little more aggressive, but this is fine. I like these gains. The Fisherman gain was weak, of course. So we could have gained a Ghost Town instead and banked on our opponent, like, needing to play at least 2 experiments to have a good turn. Seems like a reasonable assumption. Now we can potentially gain and play a Militia also, just like not play our last Armory. We could even trash it, since it's not as important anymore. I mean, it's still pretty valuable, though. It's just hard to say if Militia is more valuable. If it gets us to Province, it might be more valuable. What a weird board. Yeah, I suppose with gain and play, our opponent doesn't even need that many experiments. Wow, they are really playing these experiments out. I mean, they have to play this final Armory gaining experiments, right? But they can buy Province this way. And then they're in a pretty good spot. Oh, but they don't want to discard 2 cards because those are ghost towns. Hmm. These decks are weird. I feel like I'm ahead because I have two fishermen and I have more control over the experiment pile. Obviously, our opponent can't like empty the experiments. They may have to get experiment duchy here to survive. Obviously, double experiment or experiment ghost ship is wow. They just don't have experiments in their deck. It's such a weird choice. Huh. Like, I don't think they have any experiments. So I don't need to, like, spare any. You know, like, so that one's easy. And then I can potentially. I mean, I'm happy to just get province. Our opponent's just, like, in a bad spot. Um, I can try to. Ooh. Now I'm a little unsure. Technically, if I lower experiments or ghost towns, our opponent could theoretically win if they get good draws. So I may have made a mistake here. Hmm. Because they have two ghost towns in play. I have to wait until their ghost town plays decrease, I think. Let's see if I can get a Snake Witch play. One has a bunch of mills. They don't want to play with experiments anymore. Interesting. No! Discarding a ghost town is bonkers. It's like suicide. They should have another mill, or it's bottom decked. Either way, they at least get one ghost town in play, but jeez. But they can't afford province, so I'm going to keep on having an edge there. So I think this game is mine. And they're not like contesting experiments at all. Hmm. They have a fifth mill. Hmm. So we can win if we play just two experiments. All we need is a duchy. No. That's not how this game works. Our opponent played 0 ghost towns, so that sets us up well for next turn. Oh, shoot. Hmm. What are the odds? They're like 0, aren't they? That this Snake Witch activates? Eh. Oh well. Oh well. Womp womp. I don't know the rules here. Both of them are like telling you where to gain the card. It's not critical. Alright. I don't really understand the interaction. Okay, I can win if I don't. Okay, there was a chance, but I didn't get the dream draw. We'll just do all this stuff. I'm not worried about the Snake Witch anymore. Yeah, maybe we can just keep on... I don't want to gain any more fishermen. I'll just gain experiments here. Well, this doesn't do anything, does it? But we've done it. Hey, look at that. We can win if we had all our armories. We don't. It's close, though. Should we even bother with fishermen? I don't think so. Our opponent does have two ghost towns in play, but it's okay. We have the VP lead. So we should be fine if we leave... I mean, if I want to be safe. I think we leave one more experiment in the pile. Which is fine. long as we province every turn, we win. Oh, wait. Oh, we're so close to winning. Um, Maybe we can get there. We got it. Yay! We can gain. Mwahaha. Ha 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 ha. Snake Witch was activated. Recruiter! Recruiter Fortress? This is just a big old engine. Do we have plus spy, though? Just pouch? Okay, so we're limited by our plus spy. Well, this is a very lucky open. So we probably don't want to build too big. Well, I mean, there's wild hunts and stuff. I guess we'll find out. I'm getting the impression that we need to build pretty big because of militia and wild hunt. We don't want to build too big because we only have 2 buys, and there's Swindler, which can potentially hasten the end of the game. So there's some counterbalancing forces here. Now I could buy Copper Recruiter here and get 4 extra VP. Oh. Annoying. Ooh, annoying for our opponent. However, they will hit 5 next turn so long as they see their gear. Alright, we want to play with gear, almost certainly. It is one of my favorite cards, and now we have villagers. I have mixed opinions about that. So, I think we want a second recruiter, because Fortress is in the kingdom. We can top deck it as well. We have 1 estate down there. Seems fine. That is a nasty... Oh, okay. Do we want to play the tracker this turn? I say we do it. I want a fortress, you know? Do I want it top decked? Hmm. Yeah, I do want it top decked. Militia soon. It's pretty cool with gear, right? It's pretty cool with gear. Alright. Um, I feel like I really only need the one fortress. But you know what the most important card now is? It's Militia. Our opponent got Basilica points from buying Tracker, which is interesting. That's another recruiter? That seems unnecessary, but... Yeah, I'm just gonna trash some copper. Maybe that's unnecessary. You could make the argument. Whatever. I'm going for reliability right now. Okay. So if I have 6 coins, what am I getting? Hmm. I could get a Swindler. What am I looking at? Um, I have 8 coins, potentially. Which, yeah. I mean, I can get a Wild Hunt, along with a Silver. I could also get a Witch's Hut. And I could get a Swindler. I probably shouldn't have top decked the Swindler. I was more greedy than I needed to be. Uh-huh. Mm, so I have another card I need to draw. Alright. We'll play that Fortress. And at this point, We want to buy at least one more fortress. Maybe like Fortress Wild Hunt or something. I guess we could go Fortress Recruiter. That's not bad either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Hmm. I guess Swindler isn't great when Recruiter's in the kingdom, but it's not bad either. Top deck. Recruiter, top deck. Probably want to play with Wild Hunt at some point. Nice. Three for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm decreasing my purchasing power. We need some purchasing power. I guess we go Wild Hunt Silver or something? Okay, sure, top deck that. I didn't even know you had an estate left. That's crazy. Alright. Let's go silver. Hunt. It's a bit of an early resign, but opponent is probably frustrated. Cursed Groom. Great. That looks like all kinds of fun. And Kitsune. What the heck? Kind Emperor. Band of Nomads. What even? What even are we doing? I think student's fine. With Band of Nomads. I mean, I don't mind a Ratcatcher either. So should we get a Kitsune? Um, sure. What do we do now? Kitsune number 2, I think. What did I get? Puzzle box. Okay. What did our opponent get? Orb. Both of those are fine. Hmm. It's probably a good time to get an inn. I don't think I actually want the inn. I guess I want the inn. Hmm. Guess we don't have anything to trash, huh? I don't really have a good idea of what we're supposed to be doing in this kingdom. I'm just clicking on cards. I think if I get enough grooms, we'll be in good shape, you know. I'm not sure if I want this groom top decked, but hmm, maybe. So our goal is to trash the curses. We have enough grooms potentially to just like empty the estates with a good after a good inn purchase. So I'm definitely considering that. Kind Emperor could definitely help too. Um, I really want to find a Kitsune. I didn't find it. Oh well. Hmm. Mostly I want horses. Hmm. Hmm. Next turn. Next turn we'll get it in. Maybe we can just like win next turn. That'd be cool. I don't really want any of these cards. I'm kind of... I think I might be able to win this turn. Oh, it's looking promising. It's looking promising. We're probably fine. Oh. Oh, we just have the win here. Oh, that's another match in our season. So far going pretty good. All right, until the next one.